Hey guys, today I'm going to try 3 different Japanese sodas. For one we have the Sakura cola here, so I'm quite excited to see, does it taste like regular cola with added aromas or something? I'm not quite sure, but the pink color certainly looks nice. Then here we have Momiji Manju flavored Ramune. Ramune is a quite famous type of Japanese soda, and Momiji Manju, I wasn't sure myself what that is, I had to look it up. It's a kind of baked sweet from Hiroshima prefecture. So this is what this is flavored with. And on the left we have something that says that it's cider, but apparently it does not have any alcohol. So I'm guessing it's a kind of apple or apple flavored soda. I'm not quite sure myself. Well then, let's get started with the Sakura cola, shall we? I will pour some of it into my glass. The color certainly looks very nice. As we all know, the Japanese love their cherry blooms, their sakura, and this is quite similar in color to them, so that's nice. Now, let's take a whiff. To me, it doesn't really smell like cherries. It smells more like gingerbread, which I didn't expect. So that's quite interesting. But let's take a sip. It's quite interesting. It's of course very sweet at first, but there's also a kind of noticeable bitterness in the background. It's almost like metallic. So the whole lemonade, or rather the whole soda, feels kind of balanced. It's not too sweet, but it's not like any of the sodas I usually drink here in Europe. So it's very different. Let's take another sip. Yeah, it's noticeably bitter, but what's also interesting, it's of course also lightly sour, and after you're done drinking, like a kind of sourness stays behind in your mouth, kind of similar to what it's like when you ate something with a lot of, for example, lemon juice or lime juice, like kind of how your mouth contracts after that. So it's also a bit sour. And this kind of sour sensation stays in your mouth even after you finish drinking. It's like an aftertaste, but it's not really a flavor. It's like a tingling sensation from having drank something sour. Alright, let's move on to the Momiji Manju flavored Ramune. Now, like all the Ramune bottles, this one has this kind of special sealing mechanism with this glass marble on top. So in order to open it, we have to push out this little opening tool here, this thing, and then with here, press this down. Yeah. There we go. Whew. That's more difficult than it looked. Yeah, but now the bottle is open, the marble is here inside. It's quite an interesting mechanism. A bit too complicated for me, but let's see what the liquid is like. So I'm gonna smell it. To me it smells like mascarpone, like milk tea, and also a bit like chocolate, with a kind of chemical aroma to it as well. So it doesn't taste all natural. There's a bit of like, I don't know, cleaning agent aroma or something in the background. That's not so great. Now I'm gonna taste it. Let's see. Again, there's a bit of a like bitterness in the background, more so than I am used to in the sodas I typically drink. It also has a bit of that mascarpone flavor as well, so it doesn't just smell like mascarpone, it also tastes a bit like it. It's a bit like milky, cheesy but sweet at the same time. It's quite interesting. Alright, let's get to the last bottle. Now, first off, I'd like to say how much I like the design of this bottle. With the mask on it and the Japanese characters, I think it looks great. Maybe I will just put it up in my room after I'm done drinking it as a decoration, because I like how it looks so much. But let's pour it into the glass. There's a lot of foam building. Now, the bottle says that this is cider, but for me cider is usually an alcoholic beverage, right? So I'm not quite sure what to expect. Let's see. It has an aroma of sour apples, also lemon. Like in general, the aroma smells sour, if that makes sense. Like it smells like sour fruits smell. It also smells sweet, of course, like candy. But let's taste it. This one has a very sweet taste with a noticeable sourness also. At first you can't notice really any apple taste, as the name cider would indicate that it should have. But in the aftertaste, there's a lot of apple taste indeed. At first it kind of tastes artificial, like regular soda, I don't know what kind of. But later on it really tastes apple-like. So I guess the name cider is not so far-fetched after all. Alright, well, this review is pretty much over. Now, out of these three drinks, I liked, I think, the middle one, so the Ramune the most. I liked that it had this milky quality to it. Even though there's no milk in it, it kind of tastes and also smells like milk tea, like mascarpone. I liked it. Now, I liked the least, the one on the left, this cider, or what they call cider. It lacked too much apple flavor for me. It also didn't really taste natural. It wasn't bad, but out of the three I liked it the least. But at least the bottle looks nice. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!